Hello YouTube buddies and welcome to this week's video. First of all, I just want to say a quick hello to the subscribers who have joined me recently. I'm sure you already know, but I thought I'd do a quick introduction. My name's Emma, I'm an illustrator and artist. I live in Sheffield in the UK, and this year I will be publishing my very first children's book, which I've also written, not just illustrated, I've written it as well. And that's a little bit what I want to talk to you about today. Those of you who've watched my previous videos may have thought that I'd finished all the pages. Well, think again. Yeah, I thought I'd finished all the pages too. Now, I didn't know whether to do this video or not because it makes me look a little bit like I don't know what I'm doing. But I think that's good because I think the first time you do anything, you don't know what you're doing. It's all a learning curve. So I wanted this video to be really honest and really truthful. So that's what it's going to be today. So I thought I'd finished all the pages. I'll show you what I've done. Here's a selection of the pictures that I've done. Really pleased with them, really happy, love them. You see them. I came to edit it on a computer software to put the words in. Had a look at my sizing guide, because when you're printing a book you need to make sure that all of your images are within a certain kind of border, which just ensures you against any kind of cutting errors that might occur when books are being mass produced. So you've got this, I'll show you. This is what I've done now. I've made a little template for myself. So imagine this is the page, this square. The first line there is where the book will be cut, and the inside line is your margin for error. So you want all of your important things to be inside that second line there. So, silly me, when I was doing my pictures, did not think about the size of that margin. I thought it would be a small margin. I took into account the cutting margin, around here, the first one, but I didn't take into account the kind of safety margin, and I could have risked it. I could have put them through because most likely you're not going to encounter a problem, but what a fool I would have looked if I had went through the whole process and all of my images were slightly cut off the edge. So I thought the best thing to do was to reduce the images, reduce the size of the images and retrace them. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been really good actually, because looking through the pages there are bits that I could do better. I mean, there's always bits you could do better. At some point you've got to go, this is it, I'm putting it out. Otherwise you'll be there forever. But it's given me a real good opportunity to put things right that needed to be put right. Also, I've added an extra page, which I really thought that I needed, but didn't get round to doing. So it's given me that kind of time to step back and look at the whole process, the whole book, all the pages, how they work together, and it's given me the freedom to kind of change those and edit them. So I'm seeing it as a positive, I'm not seeing this as a negative. I've mostly got all the pages done, so I'll show you what I've done. So I've been tracing my pages, and instead of doing it on a double page, I've been doing each side, so each page separately on a separate piece of paper, so like this. This is half of a double page. So I've got these left to ink in, so they're my pencil drawings. So what I did, you'll see in a minute because I need to redo one, but I got the image up on the computer because before I painted everything I scanned it all. So I got the image up on the computer, I reduced it to the size that I needed using my tracing paper, these are my layout paper template. So I put this over the computer screen. Honestly, if I'd done it all digitally, this would have been just like so much easier. But I didn't, so call me old-fashioned for doing it all analogue. So I put this over the computer screen, reduced it in an image editing software to the size that would fit, taped this to the screen, put another tracing paper over the top, lined it all up, removed this, traced the image on the screen, and then penned the image on the tracing paper, traced the reverse in a soft lead pencil, put that on a watercolour paper, scribbled over it so it would leave an imprint, and then I was good to go. So I've got 3 pages left of that, but what I found out yesterday when I was looking at this page here. So I left the margin that was needed, but I didn't take into account that this bit here is going to be the centre of the book, and when you get any image in the centre of a book, I'll show you in another children's book that I might have here. So for instance, the snail and the whale. When you get the images that are close to the centre of the book, do you see how they're kind of sucked into the centre a little bit? And my image here, he's an important character and he's a bit too close to the centre, so when that's glued it will open like that and he won't be as prominent on the page. So I'm going to redo those pages as well. So I've got 5 pages to do, which includes 3 pages to ink, do the pen work, the line work, and then 2 pages, so 1 double page spread to retrace and to re-ink. I better get to it because even though it's not, you know, mega intense work, it takes a little while. But anyway, you'll get to see how I do all of that, so pretend that I did it on purpose so you can see my process. You'll also get to see my new layout because I bought a new table. 2 new tables in fact, I'll show you them. Let's go. So the first table that I bought is this beauty. I bought this from a friend, someone else who works at the Sheffield Maker Shop, who stocks at the Sheffield Maker Shop, should I say. And I got it just to make this sofa bed into more of a chair, so I can sit there, plan my week in my bullet journal, have a coffee, chill out, put something on the laptop if I want to. But the thing which has really changed my life is this. It's this, my standing table. And this is great. So this is my normal table here. This is big enough for all my you know, my supplies and Dave to sit. Standing desk is going to make it so much easier to just to work for longer. So yeah, basically I've been to the physio recently about pains in my lower back, and it's just from working at a desk for so long. So all my other jobs, so in retail, at school, I've always been standing up, and honestly since working for myself I just sit down so much and I'm not really used to it, so I've put on loads of weight and my back's hurting. So basically the physio was like, here's a few exercises, but really what you need to do is just not sit down as much. So I thought getting this sit-stand desk is going to be brilliant, because then I can raise the desk up to work it. Anyway, I'm going to show you how it works. Ta-da! So this is my desk. So a lot of my morning work I'm going to spend standing up, so I can type, I can draw. I've actually got this raised a little bit too high at the moment for typing, which is, I'm going to get the computer out in a minute. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you how it works. I mean, you probably know how it works. You can get some quite expensive electrical ones, which you press a button and it raises up and down for you, but you know, working for yourself, you don't really get a lot of spare cash. So this is a proper treat to myself. It was slightly cheaper, but it's a hand crank one. So I had to oil this the other day because the hand crank, the kind of bracket that it's in, is just so tight that you can pull this out. Oh, better with the oiling, and you just raise it all over it to where you need it to be. I think that's probably about right for where I'm typing. So push it back in. Maybe it needs a bit more oil. And it clicks back in and you can get going. It is not February anymore, it is March, so I'm going to change my desktop calendar. These desktop calendars, by the way, I make them for my patrons, so all my patrons, $1 and above, get a desktop calendar. There we go, that's March's. Ta-da! Beautiful. Even if I do say so myself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my image editing software. The first thing, I'm going to redo the double page, so it's going to be this one. But I set it wrong, so he was a bit too close here. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay, these are the two images. I'm just going to get it to the size that I want. I know by now that it's 17%, because I've done this a few times. Okay, I'm going to start with this page. It's going to be the open edge. So what I want to make sure, that the page starts here. And then if anything's cut, it will be okay. Just going to double check some things. Okay. I might actually start it a bit sooner because I want to make sure that he is not too close to the middle, so I might start it there. There are some details here, my socks on the floor, which may get cut off by the, or will get cut off by the edge of the page. So when I'm tracing it, I'm going to trace those onto this part, so I'm going to move them further down here, which is okay, it's fine, it's all part of the process. So I need some tape, some here. Make sure you line it up properly. So I'm just checking to make sure none of the image is going to be outside of this inside line. Just want to make sure that none of the image that I want on the, definitely want on the page is outside the inside line. So even if the book was cut up to there, it would still work. So that's fine. And then I'm going to overlay the tracing paper on top with the edge of the tracing paper. I can't believe I'm doing a showcase on how I bodge my work. So make sure the edge of the tracing paper goes to the edge of the outside of the template. So that's going to be the very, very edge of the paper, including the trim size. Before I remove the tracing paper, I'm going to make a note of these two here. So the edge of the template and the white trim line, so that when I'm doing the other side I can line them up and make sure it's okay. And there I can get tracing. So let's go. Okay, so I've finished this side, and if I lift it, hopefully you can see that I've traced the image. Oh, it's a good way to do this. Actually, I've forgotten his slippers, so let me just quickly do his slippers. There we go. Now I know I've left the socks out, but that was a deliberate thing because the edge of the page is going to go down here, and I like that detail, so I'm going to add it further down. Okay, so this is what I'm left with. And you can see here, if I line up my inner marks, that this should line up. I could just turn over and draw in a softer pencil all of the marks that I've seen, but to be thorough, I like getting one of my rotring pens, and I like going over it in pen, so let's go. The next part is to turn those over and get some soft pencils. Okay, the last job before dinner is to transfer the pencil images onto the watercolour paper. Before I do that, I'm just going to measure out my page. Okay, so now I'm going to very carefully ink over my traced images. You want to take your time doing this because, as I know, it's very frustrating to start all over again. Again, I'm using my Rotring Isograph pens with waterproof ink, so when I paint over the top it's not going to smudge. So thank you for keeping me company this week while I rectified the problem that I made for myself in the first place. But now I'm at the position where all of the pages have the outlines inked, so I can start painting those. And actually what's really good this time is that because I've painted all of those pages previously at the wrong size, I can use those as a kind of template, so I know what colour's going to go where. So hopefully I shouldn't spend so long painting all of those bits this time. But yeah, thank you for keeping me company this week. I just wanted to have this as a really truthful video this week, just to show you that, you know, not everyone does things amazingly straight away. Sometimes you've got to learn by other people's mistakes, sometimes you've got to learn by your own mistakes, but the first time you do anything, you are learning so much. So I'll be able to take this knowledge that I've learned now into my next book. So yeah, I'm not seeing it as a waste of time. I'm seeing this as a learning curve, and it's made my book better, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. If you want to follow along with progress of the book, either keep an eye on YouTube, so you can either subscribe by clicking the little image down here or click subscribe further down. I'll also put a link down below to my art and illustration Instagram and Facebook pages, which are Embers&Ink, and then I've made dedicated author pages. So I've got I think it's at Emma Woodthorpe and at Emma Woodthorpe author, but I'll pop all the links down below, and either of those you can click on to get updates on the progress of the book. But the author ones, the author websites and the author, what am I saying? The author pages, the Instagram and the Facebook, are probably the best places to go for book related updates. But if you want to have a little look at my new .com, if you type in www.emmawoodthorpe.com, that is my dedicated author website that I've created. So all of the information on up and coming projects, any new blog posts, any new updates on the book, any Kickstarters that I'm going to get going soon, all the information for that will be on the website as well. So please go and take a look and let me know what you think. But I'm going to leave that there. If you've got any questions or comments about things that you've seen in the video, please pop them in the comment section down below, and I will do my very best to get back to you as soon as I can. But I'm going to leave it there. So until next week, bye bye.